How you feeling?
I'm doing good. How are you feeling?
Feeling good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, how's your shoulder?
I feel great. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just taking it day by day. Doing the rehab, doing my studying, all that, same as I would do any week. But yeah, no, I'm doing good.
What's the rehab process like for you?
Well, I don't like talking about injuries, so I'll say this. Look, I obviously I heard it in the game, but I'm doing everything I can, as always. When I broke my back, when I tore my groin, when I hurt this, broke the finger, whatever. I do anything and everything I can with my rehab, everything with the trainers. I'm going to do everything I can to, be out there with my guys. And if I can play, I'll play. If I physically just can't play, then I can't play. But if I'm out there, that means there's no fear of, re-injury. There's no fear of this. There's no fear of being able to help the football team. And so I'm going to do everything I can to be out there, but never hurt the team at the same time.
Derek, we saw you going through those mental reps, just basically. Would you feel comfortable if you went through the whole week without throwing a football and still be able to play Sunday? Do you feel like you would be able to play?
Yeah, I do. I'm not saying that I don't need practice. Everybody needs practice reps, but sometimes situations, are different, right? And especially during the season. You want as many reps as you can get, and there's still stuff I'm doing with the trainers, and there's still stuff I'm doing, to see where we're at and what we can do and all that kind of stuff. But if I didn't throw a ball all week, who knows? If that's going to be the case. But if it is, then I'd still feel confident on Sunday. But again, like I said, I'll never put the team in a bad place. With the roster spot and all that kind of stuff. But if I'm out there, that means I feel confident that, I'm good, I'm solid. That means I'm ready to play and I can help us win.
How do you feel Jameis performed in your
He did great.
Yeah.
I mean, just from what I got to watch, he did a great job. And Jameis is a starter in this league, we have a couple guys that can start NFL football games in our room. And, Jameis is another one of those guys. And so Jameis came in, in practice I take every rep, and he did a great job of stepping in, with no reps and playing good football. And that's, as he knows, in that role, no matter, where you're at, like when you're called upon, that's the expectation. I thought he did a great job for what he was asked to do. Absolutely.
Hey Derek, when you got hurt, what was that moment like for you? Did you kind of fear the worst in terms of severity
Absolutely.
of injury?
Yes. Yeah. I think, if I don't ever come back in a game, that's, for me, that's a big deal. That means obviously something's not right. If it was my left one or anything like that, I'd have done it. There's certain things you could do to still be out there, but I just, at that moment, I couldn't even pick up my arm to throw a football. And so it was tough in that moment. So you fear, obviously you're human, you fear everything, but I just trust God, man, that I'm gonna be all right, whether it was bad or whether it was good news. I knew I was gonna be okay regardless.
Derek, is this one where a lot of it is based on your input as opposed to them being able to see an X-ray and MRI and say you're good now? They need to rely on what you tell them you're feeling?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of both. You got to take into account what you see, and they have to take into account, what I'm able to do, with their eyes, And so, if it was just up to me, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm playing. I'm going out today, and they'd probably have other words than that. So you got to work together. And, DA and I talked, and we're on the same page. Like I said, I'm not going to – if I can't help the football team, I will never do that to our team. This is about winning, and this is about the team. But if I feel like I can help us win, I'm confident in, landing on it and all that kind of stuff, then I'll be out there.
Well, that was going to be my follow-up. I mean, you mentioned the past examples. How hard of a decision is that to make? Because obviously your nature is you don't want to say can't go to that.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of pride in, not missing football games no matter what, and it's a tough pill to swallow, but at the same time, looking ahead at how long the season is and all that, you have to be smart. And that's what DA and I talked about. But again, like I said, if I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. So I'm preparing to get ready. I'm preparing to get ready to play, just like Jameis is, just like Taysom. We're all preparing to get ready to do whatever our role is. And hopefully it works out to where I can play. But for me, we'll just keep it up in there for that.
Can I ask a question, just maybe on the lighter side, if you will? You have children.
I
Bring
do.
them to the doctor. They ask like on the scale of like 1 to 10, like no pain, 10 a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Where are you on that scale right now?
Oh man, I'm not feeling any pain right now. I'm doing great.
Have you've obviously played a lot of football. Have you ever dealt with any type of injury to your shoulder like this before?
Never my right shoulder. Yeah, never. I did a very similar thing to my left shoulder in college, but left shoulder is a little different for a thrower, for sure. But I've never done anything to my right shoulder. I had a little surgery before, but it was nothing like that.
Derek, 12 sacks in 3 games, obviously not where you guys want to be. What's kind of the main thing y'all want to get better at there, besides the obvious keeping you upright?
Yeah. I mean, that, and it goes hand in hand, right? On that play, too, I pump faked. I held it a little long too. I could have checked it down below the sticks, but me, especially on that down and distance, I was trying to wait for something, and if I get hit in that situation, I was like, that's on me, But there's things that we can all do better, and I think one thing I know is that we're going to work to correct it because we have the right kind of people. Does that mean it's going to be an immediate fix? I don't know. I hope so. I think they hope so too. But it's just an area for us right now that we're trying to improve on, and hopefully we do for this game.
How close do you feel like this offense is to finding its rhythm? Because I'm sure there's a level of surprise or frustration at how long it's kind of taken to.
Well, yeah. I mean, we were feeling much better in the first half. This week, we saw some things. We ended up scoring some points, and we're like, oh yeah, we can do this, and we, coming out, we felt like we were going to make the adjustments and end up having a nice day. I mean, we were efficient. We were doing some nice things in the first half. So, 2 second halves in the first 2 games. This first half, then I get hurt. So there's been some frustrating moments, but you can't let frustration take over. This is football. Every time they put the ball down, it's another opportunity to go out there and prove it. So for us, we're a very confident group. We know what we're capable of, and we're just waiting for it to all come together, and surely, hopefully, it will.
Derek, is part of that getting Alvin Kamara back into the fold?
But that helps. Like I said before, anytime somebody's out, you don't just replace Alvin Kamara. Obviously guys come in and fill the role, but they're going to be themselves. Alvin is himself. He does things that other people can't, and vice versa, right? And so getting AK back is a big deal. And even funnier was his post. That was even funnier to me.
Derek, you obviously only had 4 progressions in that first half with the punt return, but there's a couple extended drives in there. Did it feel like there was a little more rhythm than you might have had in the first half of the first 2 games?
Yeah, we definitely felt like we were, starting better. More efficiently on first and second down, but still with a penalty here. There were still things that we were like, we're climbing. Hopefully to peak at the right time. And hopefully we'll just keep working at it and chipping away at it, to where it does look like a finely tuned. We knew it was going to take time. Obviously we all want it right now, and we've had spurts where we're like, wow, this is going to be awesome. But it's consistency. We got to be consistent. Everybody, every single play. What is the detail of your assignment, and did you do it or did you not do it? And so I think with that focus going forward, and with the group of guys we have, hopefully it will get to where the consistency shows us, the things that we're starting to feel and believe.
We never, I think, got to talk to you about the touchdown with Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
What do you see as the significance of that? I think a lot of people still were, it's hard to tell from the preseason game against second teamers what he's really going to contribute.
Yep.
What do you think about that?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, I literally was running up to him because I always laughed. I was like, I can't believe I'm Jimmy Graham's teammate, And I was like, I just threw a touchdown to Jimmy Graham. And he just started laughing, I was like, it's like something you dream of when I was in college. Like, God, man, throwing to someone like that. And then you do it. And he shows why he's made the football team. He shows why, blocking somebody on a toss play, running them out of bounds and throwing them on their back. It's a play no one talked about, but it's a play that he had, that was like, wow, that's amazing that he's laying his body on the line like that at his age, right? And so, excited for him to get a touchdown target in the red zone. That's awesome, but hopefully that we can just continue to keep building off that and see what he's capable of.
If you can go, what do you see in the Bucs defense?
Oh, they're always a great defense. One of the most well-coached teams that you'll be around. All the respect in the world for their players. From the front 7 to the guys on the back end. They had some injuries, and the guys that came in were making plays. And so that they're well coached. They're super talented. They fly around. Pressure package is awesome. but it's a fun challenge. You know, and that's what it is. It's a challenge, and it's a division game that you want to have, that you got to have, and all those things. But when you take a look on the film, you see those guys flying around you. They're well coached, they're super talented, and there's a lot of champions on that defense, so they know at the level it takes. And so, again, it's the NFL, you know. So even though we're trying to fix a couple things and all that, here comes a new challenge, and we're excited about that.
Do you talked about how much better you feel just in 24, 36 hours, how it seems to be getting better. Do you think you'll get to the point where you tell DA, like, let's not make a decision on Friday, let's wait and see how it is on the morning of the game, or do you think you'll work with him before then to say, I just know either I can or I can't? Yeah,
I mean, the decision on when I'll play like that'll be obviously between the organization and myself. Like, we keep a lot of stuff in-house, and that's just how I was taught. And so I wish I could tell you everything and point and show you things and all this kind of stuff, but the way I was taught is just, we just keep the injury stuff as much as you can in-house, and when that decision is made, I'm sure hopefully somebody will let you know. I'll tell Davis will let you guys know.
So do you feel that, just from our experience watching with a lot of offensive players, if they haven't been involved in the install on Wednesday, Thursday, they usually don't play, but some exceptions. But we see you back to taking mental reps. Do you feel like you could just be back to taking mental reps the whole time and then without practicing and then just come in and play effectively?
Well, I mean, I would hope so. Yeah, it'd be different if I was a rookie. This is my 10th year. I've played a lot of football, thrown a lot of footballs, and we have had a lot of work up to this point, and this is just what I have to deal with right now. And it is what it is, and this is what we have to deal with, a little adversity that we knew at some point during the season would hit us, and here it is, and I got to deal with it. So, can I play effectively? I don't know. Like, if I didn't, I'm sure it'd be like, oh, was it a bad decision? If I played great, oh my gosh, it's awesome. It's like it could go either way. But for me, I'm always confident that you need me to go out there right now. Okay, I got to go out there right now and do it. But I'm always gonna make sure I'm locked in mentally. I'm not 6'5" and I don't run a 4.3. That's always been my advantage, is the mental side. And so hopefully, I can study and know enough and feel good and comfortable enough to get a few reps in here or there if it happens that way. If not, we'll see on game day, but right now we're just taking it in stride. But I'm always confident, for sure.
What do you think of Gander by Chris?
I thought it was a great catch. And he just continues to prove to us what he was showing all off season and in training camp. That he's a very dynamic and great player in our league, and I'm just excited to continue to get to work with him and keep growing with him.
When you know a guy's capable of doing something like that, they give you a little more confidence. You just put it out to him.
Yeah, in the right situations. Obviously, everyone's like, I'm sure there'll be a time where he gets clouded a lot and covered two and doubled and all that. Why aren't we just throwing it up to him? Be like, well, there's reasons you don't just do it all the time. It's in the right circumstance. It's corner not looking. It's all these kind of things. There's different things on each play, but when he shows that he can do that, and that's the opportunity that presents itself. And it depends on the read too. Is that an alert or is it a runoff? Is it there's different things like that, right? And so, taking all that into account, it's something that you would love to do that up and down the field every time, But the confidence to make the decision, it was a no-brainer for me to throw that up to him and watch him do that. Good, appreciate it.
Thanks, sir.
Yep, thanks.